her name. She is working maybe NCR, Lucknow, yeah, NCR में या कहीं काम, she is working there. She is there. Earlier in the mainstream also some people like Sanjay Bangar and or few people, they were also there. Murli Karthik. Okay, they work for railway. Now, even Sushil Kumar, wrestler, Sushil Kumar, he was from railway. Okay, and so many other people. PT Usha.
Bajrang Punia, sir.
Yes, Bajrang Punia. Acha, Sakshi Malik is for railway also, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so lot many, they have also brought laurels for the country, and they got Arjuna Awards, Dronacharya Award, Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, like that. Even the father of PV Sindhu's father, he is also a railway person. Okay, and I think or kiska, so many.
Vishwanath Anand, his father.
Vishwanathan's father, of course. By the way, since somebody told that of Vishwanathan Anand, Vishwanathan's father was general manager. He retired as general manager of Southern Railway. Vishwanathan Anand also came to Nair also. Okay, people they say he also came to Nair sometime, and his father was he retired as general manager. So those are there. So then come to compassionate appointment. Can anybody tell what do you mean by compassionate appointment? Compassionate appointment क्या होता है? Somebody can say.
Hello.
Who is telling? Akash or somebody?
Hello. Sir, I am Vipul.
Yeah, Vipul.
Sir, if like a railway employee dies on duty or any accident he met, then his dependent family member, like his son, will get a job in railway in Group C or Group D category.
Yeah. True. You are correct. So you are correct. So one way, of course, the death. If the death happens during service, not only that he should be on duty, off duty also the appointment is given. It's not that. If somebody dies while performing duty, it is called a priority one case. So all efforts should be given to appoint one of the family member at the earliest possible time. Okay, earliest possible time. So that one is, of course, what you told, the death. What are the other situations when compassionate appointment will be eligible?
Sir, retirement on medical ground.
Yeah, that's what I told you. As a voluntary retirement on if somebody is medically invalidated, and he takes voluntary retirement, then one of the eligible family member can be given appointment on compassionate ground. Okay, so compassionate ground is a very important welfare measure in railways. So and this is one of the very big issue for the unions also. Okay, the trade unions in railways. So even the medically decategorized staff, they also have there is also a possibility that one of the family member can also be given, but then there are some conditions attached. Like what are these? He should have at least 5 years of service left before retirement. If a medically decategorized, like I was telling you about the loco pilot, if the loco pilot who was earlier A1 medically fit, now due to some reason he is now A3 medically fit, that means he is medically decategorized. So he can also submit a request for VR, voluntary retirement, and then railway can provide a job to one of his family member on compassionate appointment ground if certain further conditions are met. What are those? He should have at least 5 years of service left before retirement. Secondly, the appointment can only be given in level 1, not above level 1 post, only in level 1. And the third condition will be here the general manager has to approve it. Otherwise, the compassionate appointment clear DRMs are competent in the divisional level, but for the medically decategorized staff, here it will go to the file will go to the general manager for approval. Okay, so that is how. There are other situations also where appointments can be given, like somebody has gone missing. missing person, railway employee got missing. So after the FIR has been lodged and after 2 years of missing, so if he doesn't come back, then an appointment can be given to the eligible ward, but with a condition that if the employee who had gone on missing, if he comes back, then that CGI will be cancelled. That is how it happens. Okay, compulsory appointment. So railway में different types of recruitment. So when you go in train, if somebody asks you what are the different modes of recruitment to railway, you should be able to tell that. There are some other modes also, like land users quota. Like railway acquires land for different developmental purpose for new line and all. There was some provision for land users quota, but here there is of course, lot many conditions are attached there. If some compensation has been paid to the fully compensation has been paid, then you will not give appointment. But and it is more on a political footing. This land users quota. Then there were earlier also cases of appointment, substitute appointment. When you get senior, when you become a branch officer, you will get you will have what is called a bungalow peon in your to help you in the house. Okay, bungalow peon, that is also appointed with the approval of the general manager. Bungalow peon, in some places they are called telephone attendant cum dark courier, TADK. All these are done the process by the personal department. Okay, now some questions are there in the chat box. Let me take them. आपने रोहित, अच्छा कोई कौन पूछना चाहते हैं समथिंग? रोनित, यू वांट टू आस्क समथिंग?
हाँ यस सर सर ये बंगलो पियन वाली पोस्ट को अभी अबोलिश किया जा रहा है ना सर, ऐसा कुछ न्यूज आई थी कुछ दिन पहले।
हाँ, yes, yes. So there is a going on. Actually, it's not a new thing. From fifth pay commission onwards, from last about more than 15 years, the pay commissions have been saying that ये जो practice है रेलवे में ये correct नहीं है. This is a backdoor kind of an entry. So they should stop this. But the railway has been continuing this practice of bungalow peon on the ground that railway working is a 24-hour job. So you need somebody to help the railway officer, the senior railway officer in the household chores. So that's why they have been. Now recently there is a that every pay commission I tell, fifth pay commission, sixth pay commission, seventh pay commission, all of them told. But then so far it has not been stopped. Present railway minister is a bit adamant that it should be abolished. What he says, you have somebody, but that right of choosing your own bungalow peon will not be the officer. That is what he is saying. So let it be done centralized by some maybe outsourced agency, and then they will recruit, and then they will come to they can work in a home. That is what the railway officers have been resisting. Why they are resisting? If somebody works in a home, then he should be confident. You should be confident. Your family members are there, and so he should be confident enough that he will. There should be a he should be. Everybody has a different nature of work in the home, so that the person should be able to perform. That's why the railway officers, senior railway officers, they have been persisting on the idea that they should be given the choice of this, and they say that it's not the only the railway where this provision is there. Even in high courts, different high courts also, and in Supreme Court also, this provision is also there. Okay, that's how. Okay, Ronit, आप
Yes, sir.
सीनियर हो जाओगे. आप कौन से सर्विस से हो?
सर आई एम फ्रॉम IRSSI।
जब आप 6-7 साल हो जाएगा आपका, 7-8 साल जब आप सीनियर DST बन जाएंगे, of course IRMS से once the IRMS comes, what you will become, I don't know. You can become senior DPO also. You can become accounts officer also. You can become a traffic officer also. Okay, so all depends on how the IRMS thing comes. So after that, you can also keep engage somebody, provided the rule exists that time. Avi recently, few days before, Railway Board collected the position from different zonal railway. In fact, from Nair also we sent. They asked for how many officers are entitled to bungalow peon. Normally, railway में कौन है? J grade and above. J grade and above, they are and the branch officers, they are entitled to the bungalow peon. Okay. So how many are entitled? How many have already engaged the bungalow peon, and how many are yet to engage? For whom it is needed, it is required that the bungalow peons are engaged. So those informations they have gone to board recently, about 10-15 days before. So now that means something is cooking. Okay, so that will come when the policy comes, then you will also come to know. Okay, Ronit?
Yes, sir.
And next, Rohit Kumar Singhal, he has asked a question that do you also get an opportunity of training on at any IM accelerator during your profession? You have a module within your 78 days training module. You also have a component of training in the management institute. Like, of course, depending on the service, it may not be 8 weeks. It could be 4 weeks. It could be 2 weeks. It could be 6 weeks, like that. So depending on how your CTI, they have prepared your 78 weeks training module, but it is there for everybody. Okay, it is there for everybody. So you can go. Like I think. Iris said they had done it. Iris said did it to IM Indore, but because of this corona issue, whether they actually went or not, I don't know. But they have, and store provisionals for last 2-3 years they have been going to IM Kozhikode also again, and now this year they are supposed to have gone to IM Lucknow, but because of this corona they have not gone, but the sanction is still there, so they may go when the things improve. Okay, so that is there, so you will be going, that's not a problem, so you will be going there. And then Chirag has written, do you get an opportunity? To ho gaya Chirag ka. Acha, Champak jo has written manpower strength of outsourced and contractual. I don't have the exact number because this number is not circulated anywhere. This outsourced and contractual the strength is not, but it should be anywhere around 2 lakh or so, or maybe between 1 and 2 lakh. So certainly hoga. Then entire Chirag again writing, the entire railway cadre was restructured, several posts were removed, added, and what was the role of MPP? Now here it is basically what happened in 2019. It was a cadre restructuring. It happens for everybody, and it was not removed or added. It is removed or added का मतलब क्या है? When you go for a cadre restructuring, you try to rebalance your number of sanction strength in different levels. Like you are in level 10 now. When you go to level 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like that, you will go like that. So if you have very less number of posts in the higher grade, then you get your promotion, it will be delayed. So in the cadre restructuring, normally what happens is your higher grade number of higher grade post increases. So, but then the total number of posts there will not be no increase in the total number. So if the higher grade post increases, there will be certainly some reduction in the lower grade. So वो तो होना ही था, ठीक है. So and what happened? Senior scale में ही काफी सारे post कम हो गया है. Lot many posts have been surrendered in the senior scale. Surrendered in the senior scale. So that is how it is. उसमें manpower planning का क्या हुआ कि at least जो रेलवे में जो हायर लेवल पे जो प्रमोशन का जो व्हाट एवर द स्कोप द प्रमोशन वाज दैट बिकॉज ऑफ द रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग इट हैज क्विकली दैट देयर वाज a quite a lot of delay and stagnation and lot of the officers they have been demanding that there should be some higher level number of posts in the higher level, because we have seen to get SAG also people are spending the eligibility criteria is 17 years, but people are they are getting it 24-25 years. So lot of resentment was coming. So this cadre restructuring, and the cadre restructuring is a periodical phenomenon, it takes every 5 years, but this cadre restructuring took about 10 years to materialize. The process has started in 2009 and it ended in 2019. Okay, so it took about more than 10 years to materialize this cadre restructuring. Okay, temporarily some senior scale posts have been surrendered, but I think in due course, slowly and slowly, whenever more number of people get promoted to SAG and HAG, you have posts in JAG. So those JAG posts can be operated in the senior scale. That can happen. That's not a big issue. That we can discuss in that session also. And Bipul has written why Group D has been abolished. Actually, it's not an abolition as such. गवर्नमेंट का डिसीजन ये था पे कमीशन कि दैट इज ओनली रीडेजिग्नेटेड एज ग्रुप सी. Those posts have not been abolished by the way. Only the designation they say कि the minimum education qualification for railway or the government service will be matriculation and everybody will be called group C. So it is the post that was holding earlier जो post था peon है सफाई वाला और खलासी track maintainer, all these are there. Only thing that we don't call them as group D, we now call as group C. They have not been abolished. Okay. Can we get a reservation ticket confirmed for our family from provisional stage? You can get that. Anudeep, are you married?
No sir.
अच्छा पहले तो आप शादी तक कर लो उसके बाद ही आप यू कैन टेक योर फैमिली. और को आप और दूसरा किसी के बारे में बोल रहे थे क्या? Except your wife, do you want to take any other family member?
No, it's not along with us actually. Let's say if without us someone books a ticket from our family, can we get it confirmed?
Okay, so you are telling that emergency quota, there is a VIP quota, emergency quota. See, you can submit that request. Normally हो जाता है. Railway for, like in Nair, if you are there, till the time you are in Nair, officer quarantine चल रहा, you can, if you have any request, you can submit it to Professor Safety Management. IR sir हैं, IR, Mr. VAK IR, Safety Management, Professor Safety Management. He is the in charge of this EQ business. So what you will do, and it will be from anywhere to anywhere in India. Not that you are going from Baroda to Delhi or Baroda to Mumbai or Baroda to somewhere. You can only submit the EQ request. That request, whatever you are giving here, you can even somebody like if you are which place you belong to, Anudeep?
Sir, I am from Vijayawada.
You are from Vijayawada. Like that, your father is traveling from Vijayawada to say Hyderabad. Okay, so you need to purchase a ticket, and but that is a waitlisted. You want to submit an EQ. You can submit here also. Okay, you can submit here to Professor Safety Management. What he will do, he will send a fax, or you can also request through the IRTPMS. That provision is there. In the IRTPMS also, that provision you can submit your EQ request there. Okay.
Yes sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you can get. And as you get senior, railway में जब working में आ जाओगे, you will have a lot many friends in different parts of the railway also. You can send an SMS to them or WhatsApp the details. They will place the requisition there. Normally it gets done, not a problem. हाँ, कभी-कभी during peak hours or rush hours, you may not get it. That is there. Okay. Because of UL for civil services, how are promotions affected? Let us discuss that in the promotion session. This Pratyush Mishra, or because it's already 10:52, we need to discuss a bit more. So we'll discuss that in the promotion session. Our parents get a medical facilities from railway? No. Only thing that actually you will get to know this till your father is alive. Nobody else in your family other than your immediate family member like your wife and children, they are dependent on you. But as any railway employee whose father is not alive, then he or she can include so many other family member as dependent on him or her, provided they fulfill some condition. Like mother, if the father is not alive, then mother can be dependent, but she should not have any income beyond a certain admissible amount. Unka bhi, if the father was also working and mother is getting pension, okay, or mother herself was also working and she is getting pension or she is also working, then if her salary or income is or pension is more than a certain amount, maybe 9,000 or something, then you cannot show her as dependent on you also. But then brothers and sisters who are dependent on you can be shown as dependent. Okay, so that is how it happens. Then Suyas Yadav, recently there was news that posts are moved from ministry to zones. Okay, I think what we'll do, we can discuss some of these issues. So please keep that in that session, because what is happening, these functions of personal department we are not able to decide. Is there any way to know zonal vacancies? Can we apply for posting zone for a posting zone? As that also we'll discuss about your zonal allocation, your postings in that promotion, seniority, deputation, and transfer session. Just sorry. थोड़ा सा क्लास चल रहा है मिनट हाँ I'll just 10 minutes के बाद करता हूँ yeah so let me proceed now after this recruitment comes the training both for the gazetted as well as non-gazetted, gazetted training that you are undergoing. So we have got 8 CTIs which are called centralized training institutes, including NAYAR. There are 8 of them for different services. They are at different places. So they are NAYAR, IRISEN, IRISET, IRIMI Jamalpur, IRIN Nasik, IRITIM for traffic at Lucknow, RPF Academy for RPF at Lucknow, and IRIFIM for IRS at Secunderabad. Now, similarly for the non-gazetted also, there are earlier about 300 training centers, 300 training centers for non-gazetted railway staff. Now there have been a lot of consolidation has taken place. So now there are 158. In fact, this will also be number will be reduced. Okay, number will be reduced. It may come down to maybe 80, 90 or maybe 100 in due course of time. Next, within 5 years or so. Then personal department का role है. Promotion is one major role of personal department. Promotions, like when you go to your working post after 1.5 years, you have to be confirmed first, and then after you complete about 3 years of service, depending on if the vacancy is available, so you will be promoted. So all those processes, backend with the process hota hai, that will be done by the personal department. And then the fixation of seniority, maintenance of seniority, the compliance of reservation policy of Government of India, then transfer posting, payment of salary, wages, final settlement, the pensionary benefit. All these are done by the personal department in coordination with the accounts and with the executive department. And there are a lot of housekeeping functions like preparation and maintenance of service records, leave accounts, and personal files. For all the staff, the service record, leave accounts, and personal files are maintained by the personnel. Only for the gazetted, it is maintained by the accounts. So that means if you are now you are in IRISEN, for example, your CTI is IRISEN, and after completion of your training of 1.5 years of training, you are now posted to maybe to NFLA. Why I said NFLA? Because my parent railway is NFLA. I said that. So if you are posted to NFLA, then IRISEN will transfer your service this to accounts FNC office of finance advisor of NFLA, and they will again transfer it to the division where you are posted. Okay, so it will be kept under the custody of senior divisional finance manager, senior DFM. Then the second major function of personal department is the industrial relation. Basically, it is having a cordial relation with the unions. So there are certain sub-functions like maintenance of cordial industrial relations, workers' participation in management, and all welfare activities. Lot of railway welfare activities railway mein hai. So quite a lot of activities are there, welfare measures. Some of them I'll just listed it here, like housing, quarters. It says more than 40% of the railway staff have been provided railway quarters, and if you see the gazetted position, it will be more. More number of gazetted officers, they want to stay in railway quarter. Actually, there are certain advantages of having staying in a colony. It gives a community of similar kind of people. Okay, they work in the railway. दूसरा है necessity. Necessity क्या है? Because railway is a 24 hours job. So anytime there is some some accident or some happening. So if you are nearer to the office, then in the colony, then you can suddenly go to the quickly you can go to the control or to the accident site. If you are staying outside, to get the information that something has happened also takes time. Plus, there are other benefits also. If you are staying in a colony, like in a division or in a zonal level, there will be a sports complex there. there will be nearby the hospital will also be there, divisional hospital or central hospital. So and so you have those facilities available to you, sports facilities. Similarly, क्या होगा कि if you are if you are staying in a colony, in the railway colony, there will be less instance, a lot of this your house का जो problems है, like drinking water connection, the electricity issues, that will be less in a colony because that emergency connection may be there. So emergency power will be provided by the administration. So but in a maybe in certain places in India still now there will be a lot of power cuts. So but if you stay in a railway colony, you may have emergency backup. So that is how I say. So housing, there are so many staff canteens. Railwaymen's cooperative societies are there who deal with, maybe they have taken the license for that gas, maybe Indian Oil, Bharat Gas. So they have the license. So you can, when you get posted, you can get a connection from them. Okay. They also, these cooperative societies also have opened stationaries, household articles, clothes, electronics, goods. You can get them and they give you at a discounted rate to the railway employees. There are so many holiday homes at many parts of India, holiday homes and offices, rest houses at all the major tourist places. So you can take leave and then go. In Jammu and Kashmir, so many places are there. Darjeeling and Shillong, very good rest houses are there. You go to Puri, you go to Rameshwaram, you go to Madurai, you go to Goa, you go to Kanyakumari, you go to wherever you name. So there will be very good holiday homes and rest houses that you can make use of. Then railway hospital, recreation clubs, institutes, community halls. Then railway hospitals are there. There are 125 railway hospitals, 586 health units. There are around 2,600 medical officers and 54,000 paramedical staff. So for catering to the medical issues of railway staff and their families. Okay, there are 168 railway schools and 1 degree college. And railway has actually very good sports facilities also. That you will find. That is a good reason why you stay in a nearby railway colony, so that you can avail those facilities. Then coming to the third major function of personal department, that is the legal and court matters. This is one of, and all of you maybe at certain point of time may be facing this the legal. You have to fight the legal cases. But being a personal officer, I know if the personal department will have more. Actually, the 3 departments will have more. One is of course the personal, because of the staff, a lot of grievances they come to the court. And the third, second is the commercial department, the commercial claims. Commercial claims. There is a separate RCT is there, Railway Claims Tribunal. That is deals mainly with the commercial claims. So commercial. And the third department, it will be the engineering. Engineering ka bhi lot of court cases aata hai because of this land acquisition and matters. No, land acquisition, all these cases where they have to fight court cases. So पर्सनल डिपार्टमेंट में लीगल एंड कोर्ट केसेस तो होता ही है, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम सुप्रीम कोर्ट से लेकर टिल आउट टू डिस्ट्रिक्ट एंड सबऑर्डिनेट कोर्ट्स. सो वेरियस कोर्ट्स में दे हैव टू फाइट द केसेस ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द रेलवे. ओके, देन इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ लेबर लॉज. India has a lot of labor legislation which are mandatory, so they have to be complied with and the provisions to be implemented. And then there are hours of employment regulation. It means what are the working hours, working shift kya hoga, what is the rule regarding overtime, and what is the principle called job analysis and all. So that means any staff, whether he'll work for 8 hours or he'll work for 6 hours or he'll work for 12 hours. So that is decided on the basis of this HOER. You will have a separate session on HOER. So that. Now, those are the functions. Now coming to the postings, personal officer, normally just I'll show you. Just you start from the division. Divisional level pe, starting with the assistant personal officer who is in the junior scale, that is the level 10. Okay, like that your counterpart IRPS, he will be in a going to the division, he will go to assistant personal officer. So from you, somebody who is a IRSC, where he or she is posted to the division, he will be called assistant divisional engineer. A mechanical professional will be posted as assistant divisional mechanical engineer, assistant signal and telecommunication engineer, assistant electrical engineer, like that, assistant material management, similarly. And then on promotion, personnel officers are posted as divisional personnel officer, then senior divisional personnel officer in the division. Similarly, in the headquarter, APO, SPO, that is senior personnel officer, deputy chief personnel officer, then chief personnel officer, and then principal chief personnel officer. That is the general level. And in the railway board, joint director, director, executive director, principal executive director, additional member, and now at present IRPS का जो highest authority in the railway board है, that is he is DGHR, Director General HR. There was earlier a member staff also in cadre for IRPS, but in the latest reorganization of railway board हुआ है, certain posts have been of member posts have been abolished. One of them is member staff, member engineering, and a few more. Okay, that is how it happens. Now, other than those postings in the division, headquarter, and railway board, personnel officers are also posted in like in Nair mein, like as a professor or senior professor. They are also posted in the workshops, and they are also posted in the general management cadre, like Deputy General Manager, ADRM, DRM, AGM, and GM. And they also go on deputation to other railway and government PSUs and to the state government as well as other departments of the central government. Quite a lot of IRPS officers, they are working as deputation on other departments of Government of India, other departments like Ministry of Finance, DOPT, Defense Ministry, Environment Ministry, and many others. Okay, so around 15 to 20% of the like Mera base mein, we are 11 of us now. We are 11. Initially, when we got appointed, some 16 of them, 16 or 17 the. Out of them, 6, 7 have left. I am from 98 exam. So now we are left with 11. Out of 11, around 4, 5 are already working the deputation. So around 4, 5 people are working in deputation to other PSUs or other government departments. Okay, so there are a lot of scope for deputation for you, though some of them we can discuss in the promotional session. Okay, that is. Any question now? Any question? Kuldeep has written, in other organizations, if father and mother are dependent, why family member is restricted to this? Yeah, I know in other departments, other central government department, even parents are given medical facilities, but that is the rule here in railway. So parents are not allowed because they give some past facilities not they get. So medical facility name is that we have been demanding, but so far they have not agreed. Okay.
Sir, don't we have any contributory health service scheme?
Contributory health service is free. The railway, CGHS, you are contributing some amount. Like I was in Delhi, here we don't have any contributory service. It is a free service for you. So, like I was in Department of Atomic Energy of Nagpur, somebody, Hanuman, switch off mic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So there I was part of the CGSS and I was paying every month some 180 rupees or 200 rupees karta tha. But railway mein you don't deduct anything. Salary se nahi karta. It is a free. Okay. So people are a lot of calls are there. मेरा ये चल रहा थोड़ा सा थोड़ी देर के बाद ये करता हूँ. अच्छा जरूरत है मुझे तो मान लो whether I told one provisional he told the one there was no such thing done. Yeah, yes. Okay. Yeah. So how is your experience in NFR? It was good. I liked the NFR experience. So absolutely, you should also give NFR. Very nice. Can you get zone and division of choice? That you can discuss that in this in that other class. What is the minimum service period required for going to other departments, organization, deputation? Normally 5 साल के बाद आप जा सकते हैं. 5 years के बाद. Not only for deputation, you can also take study leave after 5 years. But normally for deputation, you should work in railway till up to you are in J grade. 8 to 10 years of experience is required in railway so that you are properly grounded and groomed in railway working, and then go to the deputation posting. Then you will enjoy the deputation posting. Okay, and you can perform better. Why railway officers they do very well in the deputation posting is because they have put in so hard work in the initial years in railway. So that's why other departments they like railway officers to come there. Like DOPT, there are certain posts which have been almost earmarked for railways. Railway means that there is a director appointment committee of the cabinet that is done by the IRPS. Okay, it's by the IRPS. It is being held since quite a number of years. There is a DD Commissioner Personnel in DDA, Delhi Development Authority. For last several years, 15 years or so, IRPS officers have been holding that post. So similarly in other departments that happens. Okay, so that is any last minute question. 11:10 हो गया. Sorry, I think I am not delaying you, no? So I'll not detain you more. You can raise some of these issues in that other session, maybe next week or next to next week. We'll discuss those on promotions. Okay. So I'll close here because there is that etiquette session, no? I need to go and join there also in for 1, 2A and 2B, AP 2A and 2B.